So hello everyone, welcome to the first lesson of this course. I am very happy that you decided to start this journey with me and you decided that I am the best teacher to teach you all about content creation. Now, we need to set the correct fundamentals before we start talking about gear, cameras, how to shoot, how to create engaging content, storytelling, all of that we're going to do, but later in this course, because first we need to set great foundation to step on again, become great content creators. So I created this lesson right here because we need to understand what is a niche. A niche is a very, very important and specific term when it comes to content creation. And once you understand your niche and the niche that you choose, then we can narrow down in this niche and become very specific and very targeted. And again, being targeted is very important in content creation because it is a very saturated field. So we need to be very specific when we're tackling this field. So again, in this lesson, we're going to analyze what is a niche. We're going to research the niche, analyze the different niches, and then choose the correct platform when creating niched content. So enough with the weird terms, enough with the weird terminology. Let's start by analyzing what is a niche. So a niche, as you can see in the slides, is a specific topic or area of interest. It is as simple as that, something that interests you. This could be a personal interest, a professional interest, a business interest, an idea, or an event. And what do I mean by that? A niche is pretty much anything that interests anyone. And you can tell by this weird, very broad definition that there is content to be made for everyone. So you can, for example, let's go to YouTube. There are many videos created in many different niches. And niche, think of niche like a subcategory of interest. Let me give you an example. I have a YouTube channel dedicated in videography, so my niche is videography, helping people create content. And I also have a YouTube channel which is niched down in cardiac surgery, which are two completely different areas of topic, but they both have some following. And for example, to give you a perspective, the cardiac surgery channel has more than 25,000 subscribers, which means that 25,000 people found interest in this niche. In contrast, my newly launched videography channel only has 88 subscribers, and this would raise a huge question mark because you might think of, hey, aren't more people interested in videography than cardiac surgery? We're going to answer those questions and actually answer those question marks later in this course. But for now, remember that you need to choose a niche when you're starting in the content creation business. This is the best tactic for you because you can't be creating content for every single niche out there. It is very broad and it's not going to work. You need to be targeted into a specific idea, a specific event, a specific, for example, business interest or a personal interest that you have. Now let's get more specific here. So again, let me get back to my previous point in which we compared my videography channel with my cardiac surgery channel. So let's analyze each one of those spectrums that we need to understand when it comes to niches, and let's try to answer this question that we said previously in this lesson. So let's start. What is the audience of those two niches? So when it comes to the videography business that I have, the videography YouTube channel, okay, the audience is pretty much anybody that wants and can learn how to use a camera. So again, this is pretty broad. The audience for the cardiac surgery channel is a bit more narrow. It is medical students, patients, and people that are cardiac surgery enthusiasts. So this is a not that big audience compared to the videography YouTube channel. Now let's talk about the competition though. My videography channel has a huge competition. There are many YouTubers that create content when it comes to videography. So there is a huge competition in this area of focus. Whereas in the cardiac surgery YouTube channel, there's pretty much no competition because not that many videographers have entered an operation room and not that many videographers have shot cardiac surgery. This means that this field is unsaturated. And due to the fact that there is no competition in the cardiac surgery channel, this is why my content has earned this huge following over the years. Now, when it comes to potential for growth and profitability, as you can imagine, being a successful content creation when it comes to videography and teaching people how to use cameras is way more profitable than being a content creation when it comes to cardiac surgery. You can't really monetize a channel which shows cardiac surgery videos. There are not that many ways to monetize it. Whereas in my videography YouTube channel, when it becomes successful, I can monetize it in many different ways, which we're going to analyze later in this course, just to give you a broad perspective. Now, in this that you need to analyze the niche. And what do I mean when I say analyze the niche? We're going to dip deeper into those three factors that determine what a niche and how we should choose a niche. So first of all, Our research, when we're analyzing the niche, this should include us to gather data on our target audience. So we know our target audience, and now we need to gather data about their age, about where they live, what they like to do, very specific data. And those data are available. They're available in Google Analytics. You can join Facebook groups and watch their dialogues, read through the messages, and actually analyze what your core audience looks like. And also you can analyze and get those data from personal experience. Because, for example, when I created my YouTube channel when it comes to cardiac surgery, I was part of this niche. I had searched before YouTube on YouTube for cardiac surgery videos, and I couldn't find any. So I was literally one of the people that watched videos on that niche. So I knew exactly who my target audience was, because I was my target audience. Medical student interested in cardiac surgery. So immediately I had all the data that I needed to have a successful YouTube channel. In addition to that, as we said, we need to understand the competition. It is very easier for a channel to blow up anywhere on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram if we don't have competition, if the field is unsaturated. And the key here is to just niche down and narrow down your content up until a point in which it is so unique and so specific that it drives people to watch your videos, but no one can recreate it. And an amazing way to do that is to add your personality in your videos, because if you create a niche of your own, for example, cardiac surgery videos shot in a specific way that I only know how to shoot them, this pretty much diminishes all the competition. So this is how I don't have any competition in my cardiac surgery YouTube channel. Whereas in the videography YouTube channel, many videographers are very creative, many videographers have the gear that I have, so it is hard to be very exceptional there and just diminish all the competition that you have. So again, a great way to get rid of all the competition is to niche down further. For example, a great way for my videography channel to get rid of the competition was to become more specific, to create videos about lenses, for example, of videography, or create videos about the best SD cards in which we have less of a competition. Next, we're going to assess the potential for growth. And this is again profitability and engagement of the audience. Because the more engaged the audience is in your content, the higher are the chances that they trust you and know you and will buy something for you. And monetizing content creation is very easy, very doable, and I suggest all content creators to try to monetize their hobbies. And I can guarantee you that by the end of this course, you will know many different ways that you can monetize your videos, and all of this content creation journey can make you money. So that being said, now let's move into choosing the right platform. Choosing the right platform for content creation is very essential for success, and different platforms are made for different target audiences. The main platforms right now are TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, each platform obviously creates different engagement. I'm going to talk about this at the end of the slide. On TikTok, as we know, TikTok usually gathers children and young adults, and it usually has a video form. We don't see any photographs on TikTok, but photographs can also be content creation, right? You can create photography content. YouTube, okay, pretty much gathers everybody and is structured around video. So again, you don't see photographs on YouTube. Facebook usually gathers older people, mothers, people from the age of 30 to 70 and above. They all are on Facebook. So if you have, for example, a niche and you're creating content on something that really, you want to drive those people to your content, then you shouldn't go on TikTok, right? Because TikTok is made for younger audiences. I'm not saying that you might not find an older person on TikTok, but it's just lesser chance. So then we got Instagram, and Instagram, it's pretty much, again, everyone has Instagram, and it is usually more targeted to photographs, but now they're moving it through videos. So again, I think it's becoming something like TikTok. Now, remember that each platform creates different engagement, and engagement, as we said, is very, very important for profitability. And what do I mean by that? It is a completely different relationship that you have with your viewer, and this is a relationship, you're talking to a camera, but many people are viewing you. It is a completely different relationship that you have in a viewer from a YouTube video and a viewer from a TikTok. Because a TikTok is like 10 seconds. So people watch you for 10 seconds, then scroll up to the next TikTok, and they pretty much forget you very easily. Whereas when they watch a YouTube video, it's a 10-minute YouTube video, a 15-minute YouTube video, you have more time to pursue a new connection with that person. And the same happens with courses. You know, when someone watches your course and it's a 3-hour course, it is a completely new way to connect with that person. So you need to be conscious that when you're creating content on TikTok, yes, you might have more views, but it's a different type of engagement. Whereas when you create content on YouTube, you might have lesser views, but again, the engagement is way higher. And this will matter in profitability and again, numbers of followers and subscribers in the future. So you need to choose the right platform, and we're going to talk about different platforms and how to create content that matches each platform. In addition to that, later in this course, we're going to discuss how to cross-platform content. For example, how to create content on YouTube that can be cut and redistributed to TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram in a very basic and easy way. So again, to summarize this lesson right here, we started by analyzing what is a niche, which is an area of interest. This could be very broad to very, very narrow, depends on the niche that you want to choose and how much you want to sub-niche into that. Then we talked about how to research a niche and the 3 key elements that make a niche successful or not. All of these were done by comparing my videography channel with my cardiac surgery channel. Then how to analyze the niche and how to choose the right platform to create content. So thank you very much for sticking up until the end of this first lesson. I know that things might seem a bit confusing, but trust me, everything will make sense as we progress with the lessons. Now in the next lesson, we're going to focus on a very specific and very important element of content creation, and this is storytelling, because you need to know how to tell a story to create content and drive people to watch your videos. So this is exactly what we're targeting in the next lesson.